And I looked at the press conference and I didn't like how he was just smiling in my face.
Edgar Berlanga has never shied away from a verbal altercation, especially when it concerns his family. Recently, he took to social media to make incendiary accusations about Canelo Alvarez's mother. Berlanga claimed that she has been profiting from her son's success while failing as a mother figure. These statements infuriated Canelo, who vehemently denied the allegations and accused Berlanga of trying to create controversy to distract him ahead of their highly anticipated fight. The clash between Canelo Alvarez and Edgar Berlanga is now just 1 month away, scheduled for September 14 at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. This bout is more than just a fight, it's a showdown for national pride, pitting Mexico's beloved champion Canelo Alvarez against Puerto Rico's rising star Edgar Berlanga.
Made me laugh.
Shut the fuck up.
I wanna see that. I wanna see that.
Shut up.
I don't wanna shut up.
Nah, talk, shut up.
I don't wanna shut up.
It promises to be an unforgettable chapter in the storied Mexico versus Puerto Rico boxing rivalry, with fans eagerly counting down the days for what could be a defining moment in both fighters' careers. Canelo Alvarez, known for his unmatched record and status as one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world, enters the ring with the goal of adding another significant victory to his illustrious career. His reputation as a formidable champion is well-earned, and he aims to solidify his legacy further with this fight. On the flip side, Edgar Berlanga is not just a challenger. He represents the new wave of boxing talent. A victory over a legend like Canelo would catapult him into stardom and mark a monumental moment in his career. Berlanga's rise through the ranks has been impressive, and this fight is his chance to prove he belongs on the biggest stage. Berlanga's promoter, Eddie Hearn, has been outspoken about his admiration for the young fighter's performance, both in the ring and in the lead-up to this bout. As a seasoned veteran in boxing promotion, Hearn has seen it all but admits that Berlanga's trash talk has been extraordinary. The recent press conferences have been intense, with Berlanga's words not just aiming to provoke, but also strategically designed to showcase his mental and physical readiness. What makes the situation even more intense is Berlanga's willingness to cross boundaries that most fighters would avoid. Recently, he dragged Canelo Alvarez's mother into the verbal fray, a move that has sent shockwaves through the boxing community. While taunting an opponent is one thing, involving family is a risky gamble, and Berlanga seems to be betting heavily on this psychological warfare. This bold move is particularly striking given the opponent Berlanga is up against. Canelo Alvarez is not the type of fighter to let a personal insult go unanswered, especially one as sensitive as this. The animosity between the two fighters is palpable, and the fight promises to be as much a battle of wits and emotions as it is a physical contest. As the date approaches, the intensity of their rivalry continues to build, setting the stage for a spectacular showdown that fans will not want to miss. In a recent interview, Canelo Alvarez made it clear that while he can handle criticism of his fighting style or his character, there is a limit to what he will tolerate. Insults aimed at his family. "You can make terrible comments about me or my fighting style, and I can take that," Canelo said. "But when it comes to making fun of or spreading false claims about the people I love, that's where I draw the line. My family and loved ones are off limits, and I'll always defend them fiercely." Eddie Hearn, Berlanga's promoter, was not pleased with how the situation had escalated. Ideally, Hearn would prefer to avoid personal attacks altogether. He recognizes that while trash talk can be entertaining and generate hype, it can also turn the fight into a bitter grudge match, leaving no room for reconciliation afterward. Hearn understands that Berlanga might appear as someone who could have remained in the shadows if not for Canelo giving him this opportunity. However, he doesn't want Berlanga to merely be grateful for the chance. He wants him to show the confidence needed to prove he truly belongs on this stage. Hearn emphasizes that Berlanga should project himself as more than just a participant in the bout. He needs to demonstrate that he is here to win. The goal is to make it clear that Berlanga is not just taking part in this fight, but is prepared to seize the moment and prove his readiness to capitalize on this significant opportunity. Eddie Hearn is pushing his matchroom fighter, Edgar Berlanga, to give everything he has in his upcoming bout against Canelo Alvarez on September 14th. Hearn understands that for Berlanga, this fight represents a crucial turning point in his career. He is urging Berlanga to turn the clash into a high-stakes war, aiming for a major upset that could redefine his career. The stakes are exceptionally high. A win over Canelo would not only mark a career-defining moment for Berlanga, but could also pave the way for a lucrative rematch, benefiting both fighters and Hearn financially. Berlanga's current situation is dire. By provoking Canelo with personal attacks, Berlanga has taken a significant risk. Canelo, already a formidable opponent, is now even more focused and driven, creating a challenging scenario for Berlanga. Losing this fight could be disastrous for Berlanga's career, especially given his recent performances. He has struggled in 5 of his last 6 bouts, raising questions about his ability to live up to the hype. Once seen as a rising star, Berlanga's recent fights have not lived up to the expectations set by his previous promoters at Top Rank. They carefully matched him against less challenging opponents, masking his vulnerabilities. Berlanga's recent underwhelming performances, including a lackluster showing against the 36-year-old Padre Messi, who seemed more of a low-tier fighter than a serious contender, have further highlighted his difficulties. As Berlanga steps into the ring with Canelo, it will be a test of whether he can overcome these challenges and prove himself against one of boxing's elite. Edgar Berlanga embraced the role of the villain in the build-up to his fight against Canelo Alvarez, using his charisma and theatrical flair to hype up the bout. However, Berlanga's performance outside the ring will count for little if he doesn't significantly raise his game inside it. Eddie Hearn, Berlanga's promoter, has emphasized the need for Berlanga to come into the fight with everything he's got. Hearn insists that Berlanga must adopt an aggressive approach from the outset, using his power and relentless pressure to push Canelo into a tough, gritty battle. Hearn is urging Berlanga to employ a no-holds-barred strategy, one that could potentially catch Canelo off guard if executed effectively. With so much at stake, Berlanga needs to approach this fight with a no-nonsense, all-out mentality. Hearn believes that Berlanga must use any means necessary to make the fight as challenging as possible for Canelo, aiming to force him into uncomfortable situations and disrupt his rhythm. On the other hand, Canelo Alvarez remains unfazed by the challenge Berlanga poses. Throughout his illustrious career, Canelo has faced numerous tough opponents and continues to exude calmness and confidence. During the pre-fight press conference, he maintained his usual composed demeanor, asserting that he's fully prepared to handle whatever Berlanga brings to the ring. This confidence is a hallmark of Canelo's approach, reflecting his ability to deliver under pressure. Despite Canelo's calm assurance, Berlanga's determination and aggressive tactics could make this fight closer than many anticipate. If Berlanga can effectively execute Hearn's game plan, applying relentless pressure and forcing Canelo into uncomfortable positions, the contest might be more competitive than expected. The ultimate question remains, will Canelo's experience and composure enable him to maintain his dominance, or can Berlanga's sheer will and power upset the odds? The answer will be revealed when the two fighters step into the ring. Fans should brace themselves for what promises to be an explosive and intriguing showdown. For the latest updates on boxing news, moments, events, and action, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn on notifications. Stay tuned for more quality content. Until next time, peace out.